back to another episode on the farm. It is definitely fall time outside. I think today got to like mid 60s, but it is so windy, so it makes it like even colder. So I don't know what about this fall weather is going on, but it's making me want some chocolate and some brownies. So, but I also have some ripe bananas that I need to use. So we're gonna incorporate that into a like chocolate banana brownie. Super simple. So let's go ahead and preheat our oven to 350 while I yap a little bit. All right, and if you notice, there is a package here. We got an Oner Active fall haul to go over as well while these are in the oven. But I wanted to go ahead and start with all of our ingredients that we're gonna need. If you are new here, my name is Allie, your host here on the farm. And we post videos every Sunday, something super simple to bake that you can do right at home as well, just like me. And for this recipe, you're just gonna need 3 ripe bananas, 1/4 cup of any nut butter. I'm using peanut butter today. I don't have any almond butter or anything like that on hand, so I'm just gonna use this. 2 room temperature eggs. We're gonna need 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, tablespoon of vanilla, 1/4 cup of butter, 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. We're gonna need a teaspoon of baking soda, salt, which is optional, walnuts, also optional, and then we're also gonna use like a teaspoon of espresso powder to really enhance that chocolate flavor. So let's go ahead and mash whatever these bananas up. And then I'm also going to throw our brown butter. I'm gonna throw our butter on the stove to brown up. I'm gonna let it cook for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna let it cool for 2 to 3 minutes before I add it into our mixture. So let's go ahead and get these bananas in the bowl. I'm just gonna use 3 of them. I did have 4, but I put that one in the freezer to use later on down the road, whether it be protein smoothie, or I can use it in a recipe if I wanna make like banana bread or something. So you can like put anything in the freezer at this point. So and I am using a meat masher. You can use a potato masher, a fork, kind of whatever you want. This works the easiest for me. It's kind of like the same thing. What it's for. Get them to the consistency that you want, whether you want chunks in there or not. I'm gonna get mine pretty well mashed. If I look a mess, it's because I was out in the wind. The chicken coop door shut from being so windy, so I had to go out there and put the block back in front of it because they need to get in there. Hopefully they didn't lay their eggs down in the woods, but I doubt it. They can still get in the front door. They just couldn't get in the run door. All right, so that's how mine's gonna look. My dishwasher is running, so this is gonna go in the sink for now. Go ahead and add in my 1/4 cup butter. Two eggs, room temperature. Turn my butter off a minute. Tablespoon of vanilla. That one was almost out. That's okay. Right, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. This is not one that is sold at stores. This is from a friend. Their family makes the maple syrup, so I am using that because we have that in the cabinet in our little pantry. So that's what I'm going to be using. All right, our butter is cooling, so I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. These are our wet ingredients. I know, I am not ready for this cold. My son catches the bus at like 6 in the morning and it is cold. Like, I am not ready for winter. I thought I was prepared, but I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and while I'm moving that around, I'm just gonna whisk that butter right in there. Perfect. The smell of browning butter smells so good. I don't know about you guys, but it does to me. All right, so we're just gonna add a little pinch of salt here. Half a teaspoon of our baking soda. Half a cup of our unsweetened cocoa powder. I'm just gonna do a teaspoon, yeah. I'll do a teaspoon of espresso powder. Really enhance that chocolate flavor. All right, let's mix this up slowly. You don't wanna over mix because then we're gonna mix again when we mix in our chocolate chips and walnuts. I'm using milk chocolate, the semi-sweet morsels for mine. You can use whatever kind of chocolate chips you want. I got a cinnamon chocolate chip like flavor the other day and I think I'm gonna make something with it and put, I don't know, maybe like a banana bread with cinnamon chocolate chips in there. What do you guys think? That sounds so good. Gotta keep an eye on the time. It is 2:23. Axel gets off the bus a little after 3, so we're always pushing it in the kitchen here. There hasn't been much farm work going on either lately with the weather change but one thing I do have planned is I gotta get the chicken coops clean, so you guys will get to come along as we clean the coops again. I need a good clean for the fall and to really get them a good like deep bedding down in there for the turkeys and the silkies, so that way everybody's staying warm, because like Friday night's supposed to get down to like 37 degrees. Yeah, 37, you heard that right. So you can put as much or as little as you want of these. I'm not gonna do too much, just a little bit. 2 little sprinkles. Chocolate chips, the same. You just wanna make sure you have some left to put on top as well. A couple little sprinkles there. I don't want too much. I really want just the brownie. And we're just gonna fold those in as well. I got out a wooden spoon because I thought I was gonna use it, but I'm just gonna use this spatula. I'm just gonna make sure everything is really good and incorporated here. Great. All right, let's get out our brownie pan. So I'm just gonna spray mine with some olive oil. I'm not gonna use parchment paper this time. Sometimes that gets in the way. Especially when you're doing brownies. Make sure everything is mixed. And let's get this into our pan. If you guys have any recipe suggestions, drop a comment down below. I think next week I'll probably be doing a bunch of like snacks and treats and desserts, like a whole little like treat bake-a-thon type thing, because my husband took a week off to go hunting and he said that he would need some snacks for when he goes hunting. So that's gonna be my job, is making him a bunch of treats that he can eat while he's on the go in the woods or just driving from different places, wherever he's gonna be hunting at this week that he took off. So that's what we'll be doing. It's nobody knocking jacks, it's just me. All right, spread that all out. So we're gonna take a little bit more of those chocolate chips and just sprinkle them around the top. I also have, we had tacos last night, me and Axel, so we had a bunch of leftovers, so I made taco enchilada soup tonight. That's what we're gonna be having for dinner. And Tyler's on his way home too, so that's another reason why I had to make a sweet treat, because he just needs something when he comes home. Even though he says he doesn't, I feel like he does. Do a little bit more of those walnuts on top. Our oven is ready. It's 227, so let's see if these get done before Axel gets off the bus. Takes about 20 to 30 minutes, again, dependent on your oven. I'm going to check mine at 250, so that'll be in 22 minutes now. So I'm gonna see what it looks like then. And then I'm gonna clean this up, and then we can get into opening our Oner Active package, and I'll show you guys what I got for fall. So I'm obsessed with their stuff. Can't you tell I love Oner Active? First off, I got some socks, because why not? I got these brown and tan pair. I thought these would be so stinking cute to match the jacket that I got. Look at those. So cute. 2 pair of these. Those are soft. Like, I already know I'm gonna love those. Which one's these? Dark umber brown, the medium long length, because your girl is tall. And I love this brown. And I love the straight leg pants. You already know, I think I've talked about them. This is like the 3rd video that I've talked about them. But yeah, that's the dark umber brown. Great leg. Ugh. Absolutely love those. 6. Another pair of straight leg bottoms, and this is again medium long, vintage plum. I didn't get any normal leggings this time. Oh, this color is pretty. Mostly because I don't really wear like the rest day leggings is kind of what they put on there. But yeah, I just wanted the straight legs mostly this time, but Black Friday is coming up. So if there's a sale, you already know. This is the vintage plum color. Oh, that is gorgeous. Love, like, look at the brown and the purple together. Like, so cute. I have not tried these. These are the soft motion long sleeve mid top sand. I got a size large. I always size up in this one in most of my tops because I don't like them tight. I only like certain like long line sports bras. I like those tight, but I don't like any other type of shirt like really form fitting. So I always go a size up, especially for my bust size. And yeah, I'm kind of glad I did because I know this is still gonna be like fitted, but not too fitted. I got the mid length because I don't like the long length and like where it hits. And especially if I wear like a vest with it or something, I don't want it to be longer than the vest. But oh, this is so soft. And I love that sand color. That's gonna be really pretty with like either one, really. Like, beautiful. And same thing, but this one is in black. These are so soft. I already know I'm going to love, especially this black one. Like, I'm going to live in this one. Absolutely so cute. All right, now for winter, I love these. I got these I got one last year vest. I got it in like a forest, like mossy green type color. Got it here. But this one is medium in vintage plum. I love these fleece vests. They are so warm. They are fleece lined, so like they are just so warm. Absolutely love these. And then this, okay, so I get early access because I spend a certain amount, you get early access, which is great. So they do have stock for both early access and everybody, the normal like thing. By the time I decided on this jacket, which was like a few minutes after early release, it sold out. And I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the normal time for release for everybody and try to snag one of these, because this color, this is the fleece jacket with chest pocket, sand, also in medium. So I get the jackets and the vest in mediums. But look at it. I'm gonna love this. I can already tell you I'm gonna love this. Especially this sand color. I might have to see, I think the vest already sold out. That would be nice if they restocked that. I probably should have got the sand vest. That's okay. But yeah, this, oh, it's fleece lined inside as well. Does have that pocket, but ooh, I just know I'm gonna live in this. Ooh, with these dark umber brown pants and this, I can't wait to style these. But yeah, if you have not tried Oner Active, run. So cute. I might make a reel or like a short and try those on and kind of show you what they look like on, or maybe in this video, I don't know. We're still working out everything. But yeah, let me know what your favorite item from Oner Active is down below in the comments as well, and if you've tried them, because I absolutely love them. Yeah. I clean up my mess now. I'm just throwing these away because I'm keeping everything. You're my husband and you saw that? No, you didn't. Okay, I have a few minutes while the brownies still are finishing up. I really need to restock this drink fridge that we just have in the garage. Just because we have like no sodas in here and I just went and got some. So, and I need to wipe it down a little. I'm gonna wipe it down just a little bit. This drink fridge is like, it's old, it was left here. And until we get like our pantry done, and I'm gonna have like a drink fridge in our pantry, then we just kind of use this. So that's why it kind of looks crusty and rusty. But I like margaritas. And then eggs. I have a lot of eggs right now, for some reason. I'm just gonna put that up there. Again, this won't be perfect. I don't need this to be perfect. I just need it to not be dirty. It's like in here. Perfect. I think it's clean out fridge too. That one is clean. You know, that's right. Let's fridge is dirty. But then like brown eyes, eggs get in here, eggs are dirty, get in here. You know, one fridge. And so I'm gonna be breathing outside and we have another refrigerator shop. That's our but we have fridges everywhere. I don't know. That's for sure. Go ahead and put my Alani's back in here. I need to restock on those. Put those in here. Because I don't really like the orange crush flavor. That's why we have so many of these. Actually, this is all we have left of these. It's just not my favorite. Like, I'll drink it, but not my fave. My husband's random drinks he brings home. Maybe I'll teach you that. All right, drink fridge is restocked. Let's go check our brownies and then we gotta go get Axel from the bus. So, great. One last thing I have to do. All right, they're done. I checked them with a toothpick. I can't believe it. These were so simple. Like, so simple and fast. Like brownies in under 30 minutes. Turn that off. I really want to eat some. I love hot brownies. All right, I'm procrastinating, but I really need to go get Axel from the bus, so BRB. All right, these brownies look so good. I can't wait to eat some. I'm gonna also get my little treat, my little cherry Coke that I like to do. So let's get a cup. Let's do the boo. I'm obsessed with these from Hobby Lobby. Like, I need to go and get the Christmas ones before they sell out. I was gonna go today, but I got there and I went to Kroger and I was like, it was busy for some reason. I was like, I do not want to do this. So maybe tomorrow I'll swing through there. All right, Coke's in. I measure mine because if you're in a calorie deficit, you can really get off track just by using a little bit of creamer, because 1 tablespoon is 5 carbs, and 1.5 fats. There's no protein. You just gotta watch the carbs, especially if you just dump it in. So 1 tablespoon for me today is what I tracked. And I am using, so this is a cherry Coke, 0 sugar. And then this is just white chocolate raspberry by International Delight. If you want something that is less carbs, you can get the zero sugar, just half and half, or sweet creamer, or whatever it is you like. That's gonna save you some carbs. I really like to do this one occasionally with my cherry Coke because it is amazing, especially with chocolate. I'm telling you, my fave. It is just so good. So good. All right. Do we do big or little? We'll do little. Now, are you guys a middle or an edge for the brownie? Because I think I like both. Like, sometimes I like the crunchy outside, but then I also like the inside. I'm just gonna go with an outside. That looks so good. Definitely make these, especially if you have just bananas laying around. Definitely. It's so good. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all about my new hobby. I mentioned it before. Let me know if you've done this before. It's called needle pointing. It's an expensive hobby, but it keeps me busy, especially with my hands. I'm not looking at a screen, or like I'm not using, like my brain kind of can just check out because I'm not reading anything. But I'm gonna show you guys, this is my project that I'm working on now. The bag's from Penny Lynn, and the canvas is actually from my LNS, my local needlepoint store. Ooh. I'm just working, I'm starting on this little trunk. It's a beginner canvas, 13. So that's what I'm working on. And then I also have, I'm gonna finish that one before I start on the next one, but let me put this back in here in case I need more thread. And I have, this bag is from Penny Lynn as well, so it wasn't the last bag, just not the canvas. These 2 canvases are from Penny Lynn, This is a German Shepherd silhouette. I'm gonna make that one into a magnet, I think. And then this one is a part of their beginner series as well as the German Shepherd. This is a little bow. I think that's so cute. So I cannot wait to get started on those. I have my thread in here. These are 13 counts as well. Put this in here. Yeah, I can't wait to get started on those and finish that one. I might work on it a little bit later today if I have time, but it's so hard learning the stitch. So if you have any tips for like starting, I'm trying the basket weave, but I think I'm just kind of winging it. So any tips and tricks, let me know. Let me know if you needle point as well, or if you guys want more needle pointing content or not, because I love it. All right, I washed some of our couch blankets, so I'm gonna fold those up and pick up a little bit so Axel can vacuum and I can mop after him. But yeah, really need to just tidy up.
Okay, so for some reason, all of my audio was lost when we were out there cleaning the chicken coops, but I really need to get these coops cleaned and just get them ready for winter. We're gonna do a deep bedding method in these chicken coops because it's like getting colder here in Kentucky, and I really want these little turkeys to be warm. So let's go ahead and get these coops cleaned. So it really wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. It didn't take long, like it took us less than an hour. We started with the first coop, which is the turkeys and like our big layer chickens, and got them cleaned out because they run all over the property here. So it's just easier to clean them first and just really get a good clean for the winter. If you have chickens and turkeys, then you know how it is. And then you'll see my husband came in and took over for me. And ain't that so sweet? He just finished cleaning the chicken coops for me. So I kind of just stood back and, watched as any great wife would. But no, he was coming in to get some of the stuff that I didn't want to get or I just couldn't get off. Like, because we have laminate flooring down in there. And it's just easier to clean, but sometimes there's spots that it's just hard to come up. All right, so now it's the fun part, and I hate this part so much. So I wear gloves because there are so many thorns in this hay that we got. I can't wait to find one that has less thorns in it. But we got this down. My husband went and got and dumped the first load that we had from that coop. Now I had to let all these silkies out so we can get theirs cleaned up. Theirs is a little bit harder because silkies sleep on the ground. They don't, some of them roost, some of them don't. So we got theirs cleaned out. We're doing a thick bedding down in there because they all sleep in piles on the floor, other than like three. And then the Saramas, they kind of just sleep in the rafters. But yeah, we got them all cleaned and we're good to go.
All right, that is going to do it for this episode of Farm and Sugar. I hope you enjoyed making these chocolate banana muffins with me. Yeah, muffins. Brownies with me. Cleaning the chicken coop, cleaning the house. My Oner Active haul. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. Juno wants to play. So with that, I hope we see you next Sunday on the farm. Bye, guys.